and thanks for logging into this video. Today it is going to be a clothing shopping haul video, some things that I purchased that I want to share with you. I want to give a shout out first to all my subscribers. Thank you very much for your continued support to me and helping me grow my channel. I greatly appreciate all that you do when watching my videos, the comments, the likes, the shares, the thumbs up. So I just ask that you please continue supporting me as I continue to roll out home decor designs and furniture staging videos. But every now and then I'll do an outfit of the day or a clothing shopping haul, and that's kind of what I'm doing today. The last one I did, I want to say it was in January or so, where I shared with you some boots that I purchased from Dillard's. So recently I cleaned out my closet, my shoe closet, and I'm not really sure if I cleaned it out because I didn't need those shoes or the shoes were outdated, or, you know, after a while, if you don't wear the stuff, of course, it'll dry rot. But it kind of makes you think I cleaned out my closet in order to get make room for other items, because this is the first wave of shoes that have come in. I have one or two more pair that I am expecting. Now, none of these are everyday shoes. I do have some everyday shoes that I might share with you. I think I have new sneakers, but these are shoes that I purchased for church and to wear with the dressier outfit. So I believe, no, I have one that's off-brand, but all of these shoes came from Macy's. These are Calvin Klein's. I had a pair of these shoes that I purchased from Shoe Carnival, and over time they I didn't even have them that long, but the shoes just, I wasn't wearing them, and I went to put them on one day, and the base of the heel, I can't tell you what happened, but it gave. I was walking and not on the flat surface of the heel, because all of that I think was dry rot, and I'm just not sure what happened, but because it certainly should last longer than 4 or 5 years. But nevertheless, I wanted to replace the shoes. So this is the first one. They're the same style. For the most part, they're the same height. They're just different colors. So I like that this has the silver tip Calvin Klein name here. I believe this is probably a 2.5, maybe a 3-inch heel. I can't really go any higher than that. Actually, this is pushing it, but I do like the look, the color, and the style. So what I wanted to do is just replace replace these, but then fill in with some other colors so that I would have everything that I needed in order to change up my wardrobes on Sundays. So Calvin Klein, they came from Macy's. I just got this box, I'm gonna say 2 days ago, but I wanted to leave them in the box until I did this shopping video. Now, what I used to do is just keep all of my boxes, but it made it harder to see what you had on my shoe closet picture. And, you know, just to let you see what I'm talking about, I'll put a picture of my shoe closet right here. So this is the shoe closet that I'm talking about. But these are the shoes that I picked out to fill in some of the blank spaces, not only in the closet, but also in my wardrobe. So once I try these on and I'm satisfied with them, I'm going to take all of them out the box, and then I'm going to get rid of all of the boxes so that these can just fit nicely on the shelf that I showed you. And I do organize them by style, and I also organize them by color. So moving right along. So this is the first pair, Macy's Calvin Klein. There was a sale around Mother's Day, so I'm gonna say that the coupon said 30% off or something like that. But each one of these each pair of shoes that I'm showing you, with the exception of the one pair that I'm gonna show you, These shoes were originally I believe they were $125 per pair. And with the discount, I got them for $92, $93 per pair, something like that. My math may be a little bit off, but the price that I paid was right at $93 per pair. So whatever it started at, once the discount was taken off, 30+%, it caused each one of the shoes to be about $93 each. So here's the second pair. I did not want this pair shiny. I used to wear the shiny dress leather for years with my military uniforms. I just wanted the matte black, non-shiny, just the plain straight leather. This is the second pair that I got. This pair is not a Calvin Klein special. This pair is from I cannot see the name. It's a 9.5, so I got it a little bit bigger than I can wear a 9 comfortably. I just didn't want it to be tight on the feet, on my foot, but this pair was $70. So as I said, I have a few more pair coming. These arrived first, but this shoe was $70. But I had to get, I believe, a discount on these as well. So this is the second pair that I wanted to show you. Just wanted to update my Calvin Klein, update my shoe collection. And this says 34th. So whatever that brand is, maybe some of you are familiar with it, but it says 34th on 34th. That's what it says in the shoe. So this is the second pair. And of course, off screen, I will try all of these shoes on, but just showing you that all of these came in. So that's the second pair. Here's the third pair. This pair also says on 34th. So I guess the other Calvin Kleins didn't arrive yet. I have a couple of boxes that I still have to open. So I wanted silver. Now, I recently went to a store and I purchased a silver pair from K&G. And actually, when I get to the K&G pile, excuse me for moving all of this crap back here. Once I get to the K&G items that I'm gonna share with you, I will show you those silver shoes, but these came from Macy's. I ordered them from Macy's, so it looks like this is on 34th as well. These have a shine, a shimmer to them, glitter, a glitter look to them, same height. So all I did was pick out the size that I wanted. It lets me know what colors are available, and I just click, click, click. So I roughly, that day, I'm gonna say I purchased for about four or five pairs of shoes, especially with the on 34th ones being a little bit cheaper, because these shoes were $79. So I'm gonna say I invested about $300 that day in order to upgrade, update, replace just the heels. So those are the three pair that I got from Macy's. But now let me show you the pair that I just recently got from K&G. Okay, so here's the silver pair that I recently purchased from K&G. Now I just wore this pair to church on Sunday. So I wore it before I showed you in this video. What I liked about it is it did not have the, looks like sparkles, but it's shiny, of course. And I love the sling back effect. And then you can see the heel pretty much is like a stopper. I call these stopper heels, and it's much lower for a more comfortable fit. And as far as walk, I don't have the receipt, but I believe these shoes were $34.99. I think that's what I paid for these. So if I want to dress it up a little bit more for a more elegant event, I can wear these, or I can wear these for every day. So you can see the difference in the two. But these shoes, I've just got them from K&G Fashions, $34.99, and I actually just wore these for Mother's Day, and they turned out to really go well with the green outfit that I wore. This shoe right here, I was blessed with these shoes. My mom gave these shoes to me. They're brand new. She didn't wear them. I haven't worn them, but even if she had, I still wanted them. I'm gonna call this a signature cranberry red. It's not really candy apple. And I like the fact that it has the 2 straps across the foot. You can see it right here. And then of course, sling back. So she too wears a lower heel, especially, you know, for her age. And I too am at the age where I want a lower heel. So it kind of works. So I'm looking forward to pairing these with something in the near future. But this is another new pair of shoes. And I do again like the red, but this is really what drew me to this shoe, is the straps diagonal across the foot. I'm going to share one more pair with you, but this pair is not dress. This is everyday casual. I've had these Reeboks for a couple of months. I cleaned out my closet and saw that I had new shoes in boxes that I never went to and never pulled out. This just basically says classic leather. I know the store that I got them from. It was something like a shoe carnival. So I know I didn't pay more than $30 or so for these shoes, because you can always get them at a knockoff price or on a sale. So I pulled these out and I'm just looking forward to rocking these with something casual or as an everyday wear. Won't really work out or anything in these. This is more like a walking shoe, a comfort shoe, not a running shoe, a workout shoe for me. Reebok is the brand. Good solid grip that it'll provide, and of course white can be paired with anything. So that is it in the area of shoes. I'm kind of looking around to make sure. Now I'm going to transition to handbags. This little beauty right here came from Marshalls. I just liked it because it had the canister style. You could still see the Marshalls tag, and you can see that it was $29.99. Not gonna be able to fit a whole lot in here. Don't intend to fit a whole lot in here, but it does have a strap that you can hook it and carry it over the shoulder, and then it just has the little cylinder part in here. I'm gonna go ahead and take this out. It has the cylinder part in here where you can fit whatever you can fit in here. So big enough you can get a cell phone and a small wallet, you know, lipstick, lip gloss, whatever, eyeglasses in here, your keys. But I really did like this. Marshalls, $29.99, and there you go. And of course, again, here's the carrying case, the carrying strap, but I'm going to put that back in here, just like this. So I'm gonna lower this a little bit so maybe you can see what I'm doing as I'm showing you. Some of the stuff I'm doing is a little bit off camera, but I will show it to you as I talk about it. So this purse came from K&G. It was $31.99. I purchased one for myself. I purchased one for my mom as part of her Mother's Day gift. What I really like about this is the shape, and I like that it has the see-through effect. So the way this works is, let me open this if I can. So I have opened it, as you can see, and it has, I'm gonna try to make this as easy as possible. It has a chain in here, and this chain hooks to some hooks. That's the magnetic piece. This chain hooks to some hooks right over here in order to, let me do this off camera while I'm talking, and then I'll be able to hopefully show you. Let me find the one that's easier to hook to. So you can carry this with a chain. So you see how I have hooked the chain right here? And so the chain will come out. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the chain out, and then I'm going to hook the other side so that you can clearly see what I'm talking about. Let me just get this hooked, and we can go from there. So let me hook there. So now you can see that both sides are hooked. It's hooked right here. It's hooked right here. And there is a little groove right here. You can barely see it. I don't know if you can see it. There's a little groove right here where my finger is. So when you close the purse, the hooks are aligned perfectly so that the purse closes and you can carry it like that. That's what you want. Now I can carry it from my shoulder. But this purse, $31.99 from K&G. I might have to make just one more little adjustment to make sure that I have the hook in the right place, but I don't think that I would carry this with this chain. I would carry it just like this. I wouldn't have this long thing dangling from my shoulder like that. I just wouldn't do it, but they do provide a chain in the event that you wanted to carry or style it like that, and that's great. So moving right along, I'm gonna now show you some clothing items. They're in the bags because that's how I got them from K&G. I'm gonna move this back just a little bit. So I'm now gonna show you some clothing items, and of course you can probably see that I moved the camera back just a little bit. So here are two dresses that I'm gonna share with you. I'm gonna open the bottom of the plastic garment covering to let you see these dresses. I'm back to K&G. K&G Fashions had a sale on two dresses for $40, certain dresses, but two for $40. I wanted bright clothing for the spring into the summer. So this is one that I picked out. I love this dress simply because of the sleeves. I needed a size 12, no bigger than a 14, but I got a 16 because I want the dress to flare out, almost like an oversized sundress, but it zips up close to the neckline, high neck collar, so I wanted that because that allows me to put a nice piece of jewelry if I choose. I like the rose pattern see-through effect of the sleeves. You can see that the sleeves have like spiral roses on it, and then it basically is right at or below knee level depending on how tall you are. So this is the dress that I wanted. It's wrinkled because it just came from the store, so I'll have to steam the dress. And this dress was originally $25.99, but again they were selling two dresses for $40. Here's my second one. So that dress would have been $20, and they had a discount off of that, so it didn't even cost $20. It probably was somewhere in the area of $17, $18. Here's the second dress. Now this is the one that I picked first. This bright orange. It has this sash right here, but now look at these sleeves. I did try this dress on and it really looked nice. It fit nice. I'm trying to get my hand in the base of the sleeve. Look at the sleeve. That's absolutely beautiful. This is what drew me to this dress, because other than that, it is just a plain dress with a sash. It too zips up in the back. It doesn't have anything else on it, but it does have more of a flare effect at the bottom. But this dress was solely price, look, and I'm gonna say comfort, but it was the look of the sleeves that drew me to this dress. So that completes my 2 for $40 for the sale that they had. But again, so those 2 dresses were not $40 because it was a percentage off of that. So I probably paid in the area of about $36 for the 2 of them. The last item I'm going to show you on this clothing shopping haul is this very beautiful sweatsuit. It was one of my Mother's Day gifts. Just want to share it with you since we are doing a clothing shopping haul. First of all, love the color. Can't tell you where it came from because again, it was a gift. Trying to see. Nah, don't have my glasses, so I can't really tell you. On Q Casual. So if you ever heard of that, On Q Casual, I have not, but absolutely love the color. It feels nice. The pants of it feels almost like pajamas. How I know is because originally the size that I had was too large, and my husband took it back and got a smaller size so that it would fit me. So I did try on the first one to know that it was too big, so he took it back and got a smaller size. But I love the feel, I love the look, I love the color. It has pockets right here. Love it, love it, love it, love it. And I love that this has this ribbed or ridged effect. And then it's topped off with a black zipper. It could have been a zipper the same color, but I like that the accent of black because I have some black shoes that has this color or maybe a little bit darker, but it has this, I'm gonna really just call this a soft pink or a mauve, but it has this color on top of the black, so it's the reverse of these 2 colors. Really like it. So I'm gonna put all of this back in the covers and put those away. And with that, I thank you very much for tapping into this video. Stay tuned for more home decor designs, staging videos, outfits of the day, color palette series, you name it, I have it coming. This is Freddie. I'm Freddie King's Home Decor, and I'll see you in the next one.